Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters today, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. It is a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous day out here in the wood yard. It is almost hot out. It is 28 degrees, probably close to 90 for the American folks there. But it is warm out. Summer is finally here. What I'm out here with is our 6TC firewood processor. It is a beautiful, awesome machine here. It's got the STK24 conveyor on it. This is a really nice setup. You're in a commercial firewood, you're not going to find a nicer firewood processor than this to run. It has all the features that make it easy to run. It has the door on it to get rid of the wood, so if you have something fall in there crooked or sideways, or that you want to get out of there, a cookie, that will drop out of the way. The cookie will roll out. Works really, really nice. It has a tip crayon. You don't need to move it every time. It's there to support the last log. As you can see, I have some smaller logs up on the deck here. I don't have very many big ones on there right now. And the reason for that is I'm gonna show you a custom built 16-way wedge that we built here. This is going to give you small pieces of firewood. The wedge pattern on this is tighter than what our normal 16-way boxwood is. And we can do this for you if you're into pizza wood, into cook wood, stuff like that. This is the wedge that you're going to want. So as you can see, the pattern on this here is significantly tighter than what our other ones is. These pieces here are roughly 2x2. Like there's my finger for reference. So you can see it's giving you pretty consistent pieces out of that with that size wood. And that is the important part. This is a lot like our pizza box wedge, guys. You have to have decent stuff to run through a wedge with a tight pattern like that, but a lot of guys get that. The nice thing about this wedge, or the 16-way wedges, or the wedges in our machine in general, is you can swap them out to a different wedge. This takes just literally 5-10 minutes to take this out. There's just one bolt on it. Down here you got to pull that bolt out, and then that whole wedge will pull out. You can switch it to a 4, 6, 8, 12, 16-way wedge in a matter of a couple seconds. Most processors that you're going to buy with a 16-way wedge like this, you're married to that wedge. It is a closed-in box wedge system. This is not. It's completely wide open around the outside of it. So if you happen to have a piece of wood with a knot on, or something that's not cut square, that's going to shove up to one side or the other, this thing won't jam up on you. If you look at the other processors on the market like this, the bigger processors, they're completely closed in around the outside of it, and they're limited to 16 inches in diameter. So once you go to 17 inches, they're going to plug up on you. And if you have something with a crook or knot on it that picks the wood up, that's gonna emphasize that problem you run into with it. The other nice thing about this, that has the rollers in it. So if you have something with a knot on, you can turn it and manipulate it one way or the other, so you can get it through the wood wedge and make yourself some nice firewood with this. And again, this is, like I said, this is our 60C processor. Comes standard with the cab on it, standard with heat and AC in it. It has 10,000 pound axles on it. It has a variable speed oil cooler on it. Has a 60 gallon hydraulic tank on it. This is our standard log deck on it. It is 8 feet. We do make other decks for them. If you want 12 feet, if you want a custom standalone deck, we can do that for you. It has a 115 horsepower cat engine on it. So had really good luck with the cats. It's a 120 gallon tank on it. Don't hold me to that. Just an all around good setup, guys. And this whole machine runs off of one joystick. When you climb up into the cab here, you can see this cab is finished very, very nicely. Everything runs just off of one control. Everything you would run when you're operating the machine is on one joystick. We have everything labeled here, showing you exactly what everything does. The operator seat here is incredibly comfortable to sit in. You can sit in this thing all day, all weather conditions, and be comfortable. The other neat thing too is when you're sitting up in here, you can see how much visibility you have for the wedge itself. That's the important part of this, is being able to see what type of wood you're putting out of this machine. Because if you're not making nice wood with one of these machines, there's no point in doing it. You have customers, you want to deliver good product to them, same as we do. So you want to make sure you have really, really nice firewood coming out of the back of this thing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna quit rambling on. I'll go ahead, I'll show you how this wedge works. Like I said, we can custom space these things to kind of suit what you need to do. You may not be able to get one a whole lot tighter than that 2-inch grouping. But again, like our standard's 3.5. We can do stuff to make your firewood operation work when you're into one of these big machines. Anyways, I'll quit rambling. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe on the bottom. I will fire this up and I'll show you how it works. Well guys, I got Jeremy to shut the machine off here because I want to show you guys this. This is exactly what happens if you have a closed, or this is what will happen if you have one of these wedges that are closed in. You're not always gonna be pushing wood through one of these machines perfectly. It's just not ever going to happen. But as you can see, if you get one that walks off to the side on you like that, that's gonna jam that machine solid if that is closed in around the outside. And there's no way you're going to prevent that. It just happens, guys. Like, especially if you're running the machine and running it hard, you're gonna have pieces get outside on you like that. And if you have that closed in, you're gonna be swinging your guts out with a sledgehammer or running a chainsaw to get that out of there if the outside of that ring is closed in. We'll keep cutting wood here, guys. Well guys, I was editing this video and I wanted to leave that little bit in where it looked like that wedge was really plugged up, because with any multi-split wedge, this is what you're gonna find with them. It doesn't matter whether it's ours or competitors, whoever's wedge it is, at some point it's gonna look like it's plugged up like that. With ours, as you can see, it's not. You can just pull the wood out of it, and more often than not, you can pull it out of there, a little tap with another piece of wood, it'll fall out. Compared to older designs or other designs where you're gonna be, again, you're gonna be swinging a lot to get that stuff out of there, and it puts a pile of stress on the machine trying to force that wood through there. Think of a square peg in a round hole. It's sort of how you gotta look at that. So you can see that wedge works really, really well. Our other 16-way box wedge is like that too. So the wood falls out of it really easy. More often than not, even if you shake the wedge, a lot of it will fall out of there. Anyways, we'll get back to splitting. I got one more log left. Well guys, that worked really, really, really nice. If you're doing like cooking wood for pizza ovens, campfires, bundles, stuff like that, where you need to have that small piece of wood, that is the wedge for you. And the nice thing about the Eastonmade machines is the versatility of them. You're not married to one wedge. Nobody knows what the future is gonna hold. So you may as well buy a machine that's gonna be able to do everything for you and do everything incredibly well. And that's the big thing with buying something like this, that you can pull the wedges in and out of quickly, and you can adjust, and you can continue to improve your business and adjust on your end of it to your market demands and what is popular in your area. And again, that's the big thing with it. And when you buy this machine, or when you buy a machine that's has multiple wedges in it like that, if you're in New York and somebody in Wisconsin wants to bundle wood with, and you want to sell it down the road, at least they're going to be able to buy it regardless of what wedges it has. They can just buy another one. They're not married to it. Anyways guys, if you liked the video, give her a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down on the bottom. I really appreciate you guys tuning in, and hope to see you on the next one. Take care.